Hi all my crafty friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by, and go ahead and like this video. By doing so, you will help others just like yourself who are interested in the same kinds of stuff you are. Today I'll be showing you how I made this beautiful farmhouse beaded garland with a tassel. It's perfect to add a touch of farmhouse decor to your home. My favorite colors are black, gray, and white, so this beaded garland will look amazing in my home. This is a pretty simple DIY, and it's easy enough for a beginner to give it a try. The first thing I did was paint this little wood tag with Waverly Elephant chalk paint. I painted the front, back, and the edges, and I used my hot air gun to dry it quicker. Once I was finished with the elephant paint, I added a layer of ivory chalk paint. I used 2 coats of the ivory and again used my hot air gun to dry it. If you aren't using a hot air gun, you are really missing out. I got this one from Amazon a few months ago and I love it. It saves me so much time doing projects. I'll leave a link in the description for the hot air gun I use and recommend to anyone looking to purchase one. Once I was finished painting, I used a sanding block from Dollar Tree to rough up the edges and smooth out the paint. I used rubbing alcohol and a paper towel to remove the dust after I sanded. The rubbing alcohol dries pretty quick, that's why I use it instead of just water. I found this cut file in a bundle I purchased from Design Bundles and sized it down to fit my tag. I get most of my cut files from Design Bundles and recommend them for any project you may have in mind. The pricing is the lowest I can find and the files are amazing. If you get a bundle, you save a ton of money. They also have a ton of free cut files. I'll also leave a link in the description for Design Bundles. I transferred the vinyl onto the wood tag. I used 16mm and 14mm wood beads I got from Amazon. These natural wood beads are wonderful. I just love them. I used 11 16mm and 10 14mm for this project. I placed 5 of the 16mm beads on a skewer and painted them using the same Waverly Elephant paint I used on my tag. I then placed 6 of the 16mm beads onto another skewer and painted them with black acrylic paint. I placed all the 14mm beads on the skewer and painted them with the ivory chalk paint I had used on the tag. I again used my hot air gun to dry the beads quicker. To string the beads, I used a roll of what looked like kite string and began stringing them in a pattern. I'm running low on twine, but I would recommend using twine to string the beads if you have enough. The pattern I used was black, white, gray, white, and then repeated it until I was out of beads. This gave me a garland that is about 12 inches long. I used a piece of twine and ran it through the hole in my tag and then tied it onto the white string with the beads. I used a piece of ribbon and made a simple bow and glued it onto the twine. This helped to cover the white string I used for the beads. For the tassel, I used the same ribbon as I used for the bow and a thicker twine. I cut the ribbon and twine to create the tassel. I layered the tassel and then used a piece of thinner twine to tie the tassel in the middle to hold everything together. I then tied the twine to the white string with the beads. I used more of the thicker twine to create the top of my tassel. I glued the twine to the top of the tassel and then started wrapping it around the tassel until I was happy with the way it looked. When I was finished, I used a dab of glue to hold the tassel together. I then trimmed the tassel up so everything was the same length. I think this is my favorite beaded garland so far, and I can't wait to add it to my decor. Let me know in the comments what colors you will be using for your beaded farmhouse garland. If you haven't already, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel. I upload weekly home decor DIY videos, and you know you don't want to miss any of them. So go ahead and hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when I upload a new video. And as always, thanks for watching. Until next time, happy crafting!